Well, now I'm down in the village center. That sorry looking piece of metal is actually the top of a cook stove, which I will restore. Here come the ghosts to help me. They'll be a big help, I'm sure. Anyway, we're going to walk into Hockling Gasthaus. That piece of metal that I just showed you will be going on top of that base. And wherever the metal isn't good enough, I'll use ceramic to fill it out. I laid that up, or temporary, that's all just sitting there. But I wanted to show my idea for the hearth of the heating, the principal, well, half of the heating system for the Gasthaus, big enough to burn an entire stack of pallets, maybe 4 feet high, but damped way down. Oh, and I think I told you to imagine sheet metal or angle iron welded onto those tanks. Well, that would be the angle iron, and this is my idea for the way I could make a track, because what I want to do is hang that here and raise it, and on this kind of cable, wire rope, and then fill it with pallets, and then lower it and damp it way down. All right, that's going to be a kitchen, believe it or not. Maybe I shouldn't let you look at it too long. And then over here, well, we'll go in there in just a moment. Oh, shelter is nice. It's beginning to get cold. Over on this side, there's going to be the restroom facility. There'll be probably two stories of outhouses. Well, they won't be outhouses though. Composting toilets, I guess. That's my plan for there. This is the wood that I have available to build these kitchens. All right, now going in, that piece of steel will be cut about in half to bring the smoke from that furnace into a chimney, which will be there and go on up through. There's a water heater. Some of the stuff you've seen before. There is the water supply is going to be from there. I'm going to tear this floor out, and I'm going to do the entire floor this way, with blocks on standing up like that, because the drainage problem was enormous here. It'll raise the floor about a foot or more, but that's okay because the drainage was just horrendous, the problem. All right, this is where I'm standing, and over there will be stalls for cows, maybe horses. But here, and these are just sitting here. I mean, they might as well lay there as well as be stacked. That will be the furnace. It's stackable. The entire thing is cast iron. It's actually probably quite valuable. Then I'll have a floor to go over and match the kitchen. That bathtub will go in about where that foot bath is right now. And then what my grandfather had poured this as calf pens, I think. And this area I'm going to use, brace yourselves for this, for a public bath. A little bit like the Romans would have, alternating men, women, whatever. But I think I can make it warm enough that will work. I'm fairly sure I can do that. All right, so anyway, this will be sort of fun because we'll have a certain modicum of shelter while we work here. All right, now I guess I'll go up the stairs. I hope the ghosts don't follow me. I won't let them, and show you upstairs. That's Heidi. She may get her own idea and come up anyway, even though I put that metal there. All right, let's see. We're upstairs in the Gasthaus. Over here will be the two or three of those composting toilets that I said about. This the floor is going to go up, about 10 feet or more. This will all be open. So I've shown you this before, but so what's new? Well, I've laid the flooring that I have, and I still have that left. I laid it out to see if I had enough, and I do. If you've followed this for a long time, you know that shimming of this floor was an almost impossible task, but I think it'll probably look real fine. So at the moment I'm standing in what will be my library, my ultimate classroom, to be used for other things as well, maybe even sleeping. Now over there a chimney is going to go on up through right about there. Now that plank that's across there is one of the joists that I have. I've got enough. I'll space them however I have to. So I can, those will be the joists the whole way across here, and then there can be a second story up above. I think a lot of this I've said before, it's just that I wanted to give you the updates. This kind of work is right up my alley. I mean, this I do easily and well. So I haven't, well, I did work a good bit on it. A lot of the work here was to bring that floor on out and to make it safe enough to stand on in order to work on the roof. All right, well, and the hay, I had it all stacked nicely, but the goats came up here and decided they were going to play. But no problem, I don't care. There's a master massager or something like that. Boy, the kids had a lot of fun with that in school. All right, now I'm going to head on up in the last, or next to the last video of the state of the school. I'm going to head on up the hill. I just, maybe while I'm here, I'll just tell you that there is where I sort of laid out the head race for the water wheel, where the water is going to come in here. It'll arrive higher than the floor, and the water wheel will be right about there. And maybe I could tell you more. I'm going to build all this before I raise the roof. I think I'll probably have the stairs enter here, take a turn to the left, and go up for that second story. All right, bye for now.